हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप सब? आई होप आप सब मज़े में होंगे। तो आइए न्यू चैप्टर स्टार्ट करते हैं। फॉरेस्ट्स आर लाइफ टाइम। सो फॉरेस्ट के बारे में आप क्या जानते हैं? ओके, सो आज मैं आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें बताने जा रही हूँ। What is the aim to learn this chapter? So, we will learn from this chapter about forest, uses of forest, layers of a forest, food chain, dependence of human beings on plants, forest conservation, forest animals and their habitats, types of plants and trees in forest, biotic components of forest, interdependence of plants and animals in forest, एंड डिफॉरेस्टेशन। तो कितना कुछ आप सीखने वाले हैं इस चैप्टर से। सो बच्चों अटेंटिव रहिएगा, हाँ, डोंट मिस द लाइन्स और कीप द पेंसिल इन योर हैंड। जहाँ आपको इम्पोर्टेंट लाइन मिले उसको मार्क कर लीजिए, डेफिनेशन को मार्क कर लीजिए, राइट? तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं विद वार्म अप एक्सरसाइज। लिस्ट 5 प्रोडक्ट्स वी गेट फ्रॉम फॉरेस्ट। प्रोडक्ट्स नेम आपको मेंशन करने हैं। प्रोडक्ट्स मेड फ्रॉम वुड, ओके, इसमें मेड फ्रॉम वुड वाले जो भी आप लकड़ी से बने हुए, और दूसरे प्रोडक्ट्स यानी अदर प्रोडक्ट्स आप करिए इसे। और हम लोग बात करते हैं अभी फॉरेस्ट की। सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फॉरेस्ट नाउ। अ फॉरेस्ट ड्राइव्ड फ्रॉम फॉरेस्ट मीनिंग आउट ऑफ डोर्स is a large area of land where various plants, animals and microorganisms exist in their natural homes. So जंगल क्या है बच्चों? जंगल एक ऐसा वर्ड है जिसका मतलब होता है आउट ऑफ डोर्स। तो जहाँ पे आप बहुत बड़ा एरिया होता है और प्लांट्स भी होते हैं, जानवर भी होते हैं, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो उनके नेचुरल घर होते हैं वहाँ पे। कोई केव में रहता है तो कोई लाइक बहुत सारे उनके खुद के बना ऑटोमेटिकली बने हुए, नेचर ने जो उन्हें बना के दिए हैं। अ फॉरेस्ट इज अ नेचुरल पीस ऑफ लैंड विच इज़ नॉट फेंस्ड. Agricultural land and parks are thus not included in the definition of a forest. Parks and agricultural lands are created by humans. तो ये जो एग्रीकल्चर लैंड होती है जहाँ पे हम खेती बाड़ी करते हैं, और जो पार्क्स होती हैं बेटा, वो इस फॉरेस्ट की डेफिनेशन में नहीं आती है, मतलब उसके अंडर में नहीं आती हैं। ये जो हैं ये इंसान ने खुद से बनाई है। पार्क्स इंसान ने खुद बनाए हैं, एग्रीकल्चर लैंड उसने खुद क्रिएट की है, राइट? सो now I'm going to tell you that approximately 30% of the world's total and area is covered with forests. In India, the forest cover is about 21% of the total geographical area. Forest is the name given to a habitat that is mostly made up of trees and which occupies a large area of land. A forest is a very large uncultivated piece of land which is densely covered with various types of herbs, yes, shrubs, trees, all grasses, creepers and climbers. So a certain places in a forest trees are so thick that the sunlight barely reaches the forest floor. इतने घने होते हैं बेटा बहुत सारे जंगल की वहाँ पे सूरज की रोशनी पहुँचना भी बहुत मुश्किल होता है। There are many kinds of forest. The type of forest in a particular area depends on its climate and soil type. Trees are dominant in forest. Shrubs, herbs and climbers are also present. Due to different climatic conditions, there are variations in the types of trees and plants in forests. The types of animals also differ from forest to forest. अब ये जो जानवर उसमें रहते हैं वो भी जंगल टू जंगल डिपेंड करते हैं कौन से जानवर उसमें होंगे। प्लांट्स भी डिपेंड करते हैं, वेरिएशन जो है प्लांट्स की वो भी डिपेंड करती है जंगल पर। साइंस फैक्ट: ट्रीज ऑफ साल, टीक, शीशम, पीपल, नीम, बैंयन ट्री, फिग, कैर, कचनार ट्री, आमला, बैम्बो एक्सेट्रा कैन बी फाउंड इन forest. Forest cover in India is about 21% of its total geographical area. We have tropical rainforest, subtropical forest and dry alpines. Forest animals and their habitats. Forests are the habitat of a large number of different kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, etc. Animals like bear, bison, jackals and deer, porcupine, Elephants, etc. live in the deeper areas of the forest. Monkey, bats and birds live on trees. Reptiles such as snake wriggle on the ground or live in the burrows in the soil. Spiders, beetles and grubs live on the forest floor. Uses of forest. Forests give us an estimated 5,000 commercial products. Human beings get food, natural fibers like cotton and jute from the plants. Several other products like lake, dyes, cane, bamboo, grasses and fodder, beedi leaves, gums, resin, rubber, etc. are also the gifts of forests. Forests provide a habitat of different types of organisms like birds, monkeys, snakes and insects. They also support a large variety of plant species. Forests are known as dynamic living entity because of enormous biodiversity they offer. Not only animals and birds, बच्चों, forests are also a home of oldest indigenous tribes such as Bonda of Odisha and Birhor of Bihar, चैंचू ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश. सो सिर्फ जंगल में ये पक्षी और जानवर ही नहीं रहते बेटा, ये ट्राइब्स भी रहती हैं, इंडिजिनियस ट्राइब्स भी रहती हैं. Forests act as natural absorber of rainwater and allows it to seep to recharge groundwater. If trees are not present, rain hits the ground directly and may flood the area around it. सो अगर ये हमारे घने जंगल नहीं होंगे तो बारिश सीधा कहाँ जाएगी, धरती पर पड़ेगी और धरती से पड़ने से क्या होगा, बाढ़ आ जाएगी. सो पेड़ क्या करते हैं, बाढ़ आने से भी रोकते हैं, राइट. Roots of trees usually bind the soil together, but in their absence the soil gets eroded in the soil erosion. So जो हमारी पेड़ों की जो मजबूत जड़ें होती है ना बेटा, वो धरती को मजबूती से पकड़ के रखती हैं. तो जब बारिश होती है या फिर कुछ लाइक पानी ऐसा इकट्ठा होता है तो वो क्या करती है, वो सॉइल को मजबूती से पकड़ के रखती है. अदरवाइज़ अगर नहीं होंगे पेड़ तो क्या होगा, मिट्टी के अब पानी जो है मिट्टी को अपने साथ बहा कर ले जाएगा, तो सॉइल एरोजन होगा, राइट. Forests play a vital role in maintaining balance of natural gases in the atmosphere. All the organisms evolve carbon dioxide during respiration. Trees in the forests use carbon dioxide gas present in the air and return oxygen by photosynthesis. They serve as great holiday destinations for camping and outdoor recreations. With the increase in CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, the temperature of Earth is increasing. This is called global warming. As trees absorb CO2 for photosynthesis, its concentration can be kept under control by planting more trees. Plants in the forest absorb water from the soil through their roots and release it into the air by the process of transpiration. The increases of amount of water vapor in the air helps in maintaining the water cycle operating on the earth. We get many things from forests. Forests yield valuable products such as timber, firewood, जो fuel के लिए use होती है, wood pulp for making paper, turpentine, latex for the manufacture of rubber, oils, spices, resins, gums, परफ्यूम्स, डाइज, लैक एंड मेडिसिनल प्लांट. इतनी सारी चीज़ें हमें जंगल से मिलती हैं. सो हमें पेड़ों को बहुत संभाल के रखना है बच्चों. डू यू नो डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ दीज प्लांट्स आर यूजफुल इन आयुर्वेदा, नीम, तुलसी, एलोवेरा, मिंट एक्सेट्रा. नाउ टाइप्स ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड ट्रीज इन फॉरेस्ट. Forests have a wide variety of plants and trees based on their lifespan. Plants and trees are classified in the following three classes. Annuals. The plants having lifespan of 1 year are called annuals. These are hubs and their stem is soft. Biennials. These plants having lifespan of 2 years are called biennials. Perennials. The plants having long lifespan varying from a decade to a few hundred years are called perennials. Shrubs and trees are perennials, and Forests are the main reservoir of such plants. Layers of a forest. Trees of different types are found in any forest. These can be characterized by their height, shape of leaves, flowers and fruits. Crown. The branchy part of a tree above the stem is called the crown of the tree. The crown of a tree receives maximum sunlight. The crowns are of different types, size and make several horizontal layers in the forest, and these layers are classified into following types. So बच्चों आप देख पा रहे हो इनके crowns in the picture. Yes, some crown shapes and layers in the forest. Canopy. The uppermost layer of the crowns of all trees is known as the canopy, and when observed from above, the canopy resembles a green colored roof or umbrella. This top layer of the forest canopy plays a role in showing down falling raindrops as rainwater passes through the branches, leaves and tree stems. If it reaches the forest ground directly, contributing to the washing away of the upper layer of soil. Science fact. Trees produce an ample quantity of seeds that fall on the ground. The forest floors offers favorable conditions for the seeds to germinate and develop into seedlings and saplings. Some of these subsequently mature into fully grown trees. Over time, these trees become integral components of the forest ecosystem. Now let's read about undergrowth or understory. The understory layer lies between the canopy and the forest floor. These are called understories, and these are formed of shrubs and tall grasses. The lowest layer is formed of herbs. Forest floor. The surface of the forest ground is known as the forest floor. The top layer of the soil is consistently covered with dead and decomposing organic matter such as leaves, fruits, seeds, twigs, small herbs, fungi, etc. This accumulation imparts a dark color and a spongy texture to the forest floor, indicating richness in nutrients. Biotic components of forest. The biotic components of forest include plants and animals. The living organism can be classified into the following types. One is producers or autotrophs. Consumers. All animals depend on plants for food, and since they are unable to make their own food, so they are called consumers or heterotrophs. Right? So now we will read about biotic components of forest. The biotic components of forest include plants and animals. The living organisms can be classified into the following types: producers or autotrophs, consumers or heterotrophs and saprotrophs, decomposers. So first we will read about producers. Plants make their own food and they are therefore called producers and autotrophs. Autotrophs are green plants that have chlorophyll present in the leaves to make their own food by photosynthesis. Consumers. All animals depend on plants for food since they are unable to make their own food, so they are called consumers or heterotrophs. They are divided into the following groups depending upon what they eat. The organisms which eat plants or plant products as their food are called herbivorous. Horse, cow and deer are herbivorous. The organisms which eat only flesh of animals as their food are called carnivorous. Lion and tiger are carnivorous. A special type of animal consumer feeds on the bodies of dead animals. These organisms are called scavengers. Jackals, vultures are examples of these scavengers. The organism which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous, जो दोनों खाता है, जो plants पे भी अपना depend रहता है और animals पे भी. Human bears and a cat omnivorous, से जो humans हैं या फिर bears हैं, ये cat हैं, these are omnivorous. The organism which derive their food from the dead and decaying animals, plants are saprotrophs or saprophytes. Mushrooms, yeast, bacteria are some common saprotrophs. decomposers. After plants and animals die, organisms called decomposers use the dead organic matter as a food source. They break down dead plants and animals into simpler substances. In the process, they return important materials to the soil and water. बैक्टीरिया एंड मशरूम्स आर एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ डिकम्पोजर. सो बच्चों, जो प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स मर जाते हैं और धरती के अंदर होते हैं, उनको ये ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं, उन एनिमल्स को या डेड प्लांट्स को सिंपल सब्सटेंसेस में, और उसकी एवज में धरती को क्या देते हैं, बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट जो मटेरियल है वो प्रोवाइड करते हैं. ठीक है, सॉइल को और वाटर को. सो बैक्टीरिया और मशरूम्स जो हैं इनके एग्जाम्पल्स हैं. साइंस फैक्ट: producers are also called autotrophs, consumers are also called heterotrophs, and in a biological community all forms of the life interact with each other and with the environment. To let all these survive together, their activities must be finely balanced. Such a state of balanced condition is called ecological balance. Now let's read about food chain. All animals depend on plants for food directly or indirectly. The producers are eaten by the herbivores. Herbivores in turn are eaten by carnivores. Carnivores may further be eaten by other large carnivores. In this food chain, energy is transferred from plants to herbivores and from herbivores to carnivores. The sequence of living organism in which one organism eats another is called a food chain. जहाँ एक दूसरे को खाता है, दूसरे पे डिपेंड रहता है, उससे फूड चेन बोलते हैं. जैसे आपने रीड किया ना कि प्रोड्यूसर जो हैं वो आर ईटन बाय हार्बीवोरस, और हार्बीवोरस इन रिटर्न क्या होता है, ईटन बाय कार्निवोरस, और कार्निवोरस क्या करते हैं, बड़े कार्निवोरस के द्वारा खाए जाते हैं. तो ये फूड चेन बन जाती है. Okay, so for example, grass is eaten by grasshopper, yani insect, and insect are eaten by frog, and frog is eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by eagle. Okay, है ना food chain? Okay, so you can see this picture, the corresponding food chain is right, which I told you, just I have told you. In forest many food chains exist. Most food chains are interconnected and form a food web. If one food chain is disturbed, it affects other food chains also. Thus, each organism in a forest is dependent on the other. If one of the organisms, say grasshopper, is removed, all other organisms in the food chain will get affected. So now interdependence of plants and animals in forest. All the plants and animals are interdependent on each other for their growth and survival. Animals get their food from plants. Animals do not produce their own food. Green plants generate their food through a process known as photosynthesis. Smaller animals typically obtain their food from plants, and later larger animals in turn क्या करते हैं, consume the flesh of a smaller animals that feed on plants, creating a chain. Therefore, all animals derive their food directly or indirectly from plants. If the plants and trees in the forest were to dry up, it would eventually lead to the death of most animals. Some animals make their shelter on plants or trees. Most birds make their shelter on plants, trees. Sparrow, crow, woodpecker, etc. make their shelter on trees. आपने देखा होगा घोंसले बनाते हुए ने पेड़ पर, है ना. The dense bushes and tall grass provide animals protection from their enemies. जो बहुत ज़्यादा झाड़ियाँ होती हैं बड़ी बड़ी और बहुत बड़ी बड़ी घास हो जाती है, वो एनिमल्स को छिपने के लिए भी, प्रोटेक्शन के लिए भी मदद करती हैं उनके शत्रुओं से. Animals get shade and protection from rain and heat from trees. All animals, small or big, get protection from heat during summers and from rain during rainy season by hiding under the trees. जो पेड़ों के नीचे घने वृक्ष होते हैं ना बेटा, उनके नीचे छिपके वो अपना धूप से भी अपने आप को बचाते हैं, छाया में बैठ के, और जब बारिश होती है तब भी वो इन्हीं पेड़ों के नीचे छिप जाते हैं. Animals get oxygen from the plants. Yes, all living organisms need oxygen for respiration. Plants release oxygen into the atmosphere during photosynthesis. So उसका मजा तो animals भी लेते हैं, वो भी animals को भी ऑक्सीजन मिलती है प्लांट से. Science fact: 5 medium-sized trees release oxygen that is just enough for a single person. Just calculate how many trees are needed to provide oxygen to all humans and animals on the earth. So बच्चों कैलकुलेट करो, 5 मीडियम साइज ट्रीज जो हैं वो रिलीज करते हैं अगर ऑक्सीजन, तो एक बंदे के लिए काफ़ी है. सो बताइए कितना, कैलकुलेट करके बताइए हमारी पॉपुलेशन कितनी है और हमारे कितने पेड़ होने चाहिए. आप ह्यूमंस और एनिमल्स को भी चाहिए होती है ऑक्सीजन. सो पेड़ तो हम कम नहीं कर सकते बेटा, लगाइए और पेड़ लगाइए. डिपेंडेंस ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स ऑन प्लांट्स. Human beings also depend on plants and trees in many ways. For example, human beings get their food, natural fibers like cotton, jute from plants. Many plants and trees provide different types of medicinal compounds and spices. Plants and trees also provide us food, wood, timber, rubber, gums and resins, etc. Plants maintain a balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In various processes such as the combustion of fuels and respiration, oxygen is consumed, resulting in the production of carbon dioxide. The generated carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. Additionally, carbon dioxide is emitted into the atmosphere during natural occurrences such as volcanic eruptions and the decomposition of deceased animals. Plants, through the process of photosynthesis, utilize atmospheric carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the atmosphere. The reciprocal exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen contributes to maintaining the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in nature. Do you know the forests are called the green lungs of the nature because the trees of the forest provide us oxygen for respiration? Did you know? Okay. So now let's read about deforestation. Deforestation is the large scale felling of trees. It is the permanent destruction of forests and woodlands. Long ago, about 80% of the earth's surface was covered by forests. However, now forest area has been reduced to 36%. So देखो बच्चों, 80% था, अब 36% बच गया. तो कितना ज़्यादा हमने डिस्ट्रक्शन किया, कितना ज़्यादा डिफोरेस्टेशन हो गया, और अभी हम कितना कम परसेंटेज पे हैं. अर्थ सरफेस अगर हमारी इतना कम, अगर हम फॉरेस्ट रखेंगे तो कैसे काम चलेगा बच्चों? ऑक्सीजन कैसे मिलेगी? प्लांट्स कैसे मिलेंगे हमें? हमारा खाना प्लांट्स है. मेनली ड्यू टू ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़ एंड स्टिल श्रिंकिंग. अभी भी ये कम होता जा रहा है क्योंकि ह्यूमन को अपने रिसोर्सेज के लिए, अपने लग्जरियस लाइफ के लिए बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधों को काटना पड़ता है. There are different causes which lead to deforestation. Natural causes. In the forest, blazes of forest fires, hundreds of trees are lost each year in various portions of the world. This happens due to extreme warm summers and milder winters. Fires, whether caused by a man or nature, result in huge loss of forest cover. Severe droughts may also be a reason of deforestation, where immense damage is caused to the flora and fauna. So, एक तो ये रीज़न हो गया बेटा नेचुरल रीज़न की जब हमारा सूखा पड़ता है या बहुत भयंकर गर्मी पड़ती है तो उसकी वजह से आग लग जाना और बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड का पड़ना. सो ये एक तो नेचुरल रीज़न है हमारा. ह्यूमन एक्ट्स का भी एक रीज़न है. The alarming increase in human population is the primary cause for the damage occurring in forest. Human needs to cut and destroy forest for growing crops, build farms, ranches and other food growing lands. तो उन्हें धरती चाहिए, उन्हें पेड़ काटने हैं. क्यों काटने हैं? क्योंकि उन्हें फसलें उगानी हैं, उन्हें अपनी पर्सनल नीड के लिए चाहिए, उन्हें फार्म्स बिल्ड करने हैं. सो बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो इंसान जिसके लिए ये काम कर रहे हैं. फॉरेस्ट आर ऑल्सो कट डाउन इन ऑर्डर टू क्रिएट लैंड फॉर ग्रेजिंग कैटल. Huge herds of animals require food and forests are cleared out to make way for grazing lands for these cattle. Fuel. Trees are cut down in developing countries to be used as firewood or turned into charcoal, which are used for cooking and heating purposes. Now, illegal logging. Trees are cut down indiscriminately by logging companies to fulfill the demands of the wood market. This leads to loss of wildlife forever. हाँ जी बेटा, आजकल वुड की बहुत डिमांड है, तरह तरह के फर्नीचर बन रहे हैं. हम हर थोड़े महीनों के बाद अपने घर का फर्नीचर चेंज करते हैं. उसके लिए क्या चाहिए? उसके लिए लकड़ी चाहिए, और लकड़ी हमें पेड़ों से मिलती है. अगर पेड़ काटेंगे तो लॉस हमारा है. डिसर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ लैंड. Many industries in petrochemicals release their waste into rivers, resulting in soil erosion and make it unfit to grow plants and trees. Mining. Oil and coal mining requires considerable amount of forest land. Apart from this, roads and highways have to be built to make way for trucks and other equipment. Climate change. The water cycle is also affected by deforestation. When part of a forest is removed, the trees no longer transpire water, resulting in a much drier climate. Soil erosion. Deforestation reduces the content of water in the soil and groundwater as well as atmospheric moisture. The dry soil leads to lower water intake for the trees. Deforestation reduces soil cohesion and to the erosion, flooding and landslides ensue. सो सॉइल इरोज़न अगर होता है, पेड़ कटने से सॉइल इरोज़न होगा, क्योंकि जो पेड़ों की जड़ें हैं वो मजबूती से मिट्टी को पकड़ के रखती हैं. अगर पेड़ नहीं होंगे तो वो मिट्टी जो है बह के, उसकी उपजाऊ शक्ति जो है बह के चली जाएगी, मिट्टी साथ में बह जाएगी, उपजाऊ शक्ति धरती की ख़त्म हो जाएगी. Drought and floods. One of the vital functions of forest is to absorb and store great amount of water quickly when there are heavy rains. When forests are cut down, the regulation of the flow of water is disrupted, which leads to alternating periods of flood and then drought in the affected area, thus leading to disruption of human settlements and loss of life in thousands. Now, global warming. As carbon dioxide accumulates, it produces a layer in the atmosphere that traps radiation from the sun. The radiation converts to heat, which causes global warming, which is better known as the greenhouse effect. Loss of biodiversity. The most dramatic impact is the loss of habitat for millions of species. 70% of Earth's land animals and plants live in forest, and many cannot survive the deforestation that destroys their homes. Now, how we can conserve, how we can save the forest? Forest conservation. We get many useful products from trees. In the last few decades, a large number of trees have been cut or fallen. The large scale cutting of trees is called deforestation. Causes of deforestation. Causes of deforestation deforestation had taken place due to the following reasons. Due to increasing demand of wood and timber, due to increasing demand of land for constructing factories, houses, roads and dams, due to increasing mining activity, due to lowering of water table, a large number of trees have died. So now consequences of deforestation. Deforestation would lead to lesser rainfall, imbalance between the oxygen carbon dioxide cycle in the atmosphere, increased air pollution and soil erosion, danger to wildlife. Therefore, it is very important to conserve forests. So now we have revision time बच्चों. आपने चैप्टर बहुत अच्छे से सुना. I appreciate you all, but this is the time, another opportunity जो हम important points है चैप्टर को लेस आप रिकॉल कर सकें. आइए रिविजन टाइम. Now we read them once again. A forest is a large area where living organisms, plants, animals and microorganisms exist in their natural homes. The layers of the forest are crown, canopy, understory and forest floor. Animals depend on plants mainly for food, shelter and oxygen. The biotic components of forest include plants and animals. A food chain is a series of living things linked together because each one is the food for the next one. Many food chains interlink to form a food web. Many food chains interlink to form a food web. The large scale cutting of trees in a forest is called deforestation. The maintenance and upkeep of forest is called forest conservation. So now we have some exercises to practice बच्चों. In first exercise you have to darken the circle with correct option in OMR sheet. OMR sheet is given to you. आप जो भी करेक्ट ऑप्शन है उसको चूज करें और उस पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन को डार्कन कर दें. फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स. आप अपने चैप्टर में जाइए, गेट द करेक्ट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द सेंटेंस एंड फिल दिट्स हियर. सी पार्ट स्टेट टी फॉर ट्रू एंड एफ फॉर फॉल्स फॉर ईच स्टेटमेंट. आप यहाँ अगर आपको स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट लगती है अकॉर्डिंग टू योर चैप्टर उसे आप ट्रू मेंशन करें, अदरवाइज फॉल्स. वेरी शॉर्ट आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चन. यहाँ पे आप क्या करेंगे, हाँ जी 1 और 2 लाइन में आपको आंसर करना है. शॉर्ट टाइप में आपको 3 to 4 लाइन्स में, और लॉन्ग आंसर्स को बेटा आपको डिटेल में देना है, डिस्क्राइब करना है, और इन सब आंसर्स को आप अपनी नोटबुक में मेंशन करिए. एक्टिविटी टाइम. एक्सप्लोर वेरियस सोर्सेज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड एक्सट्रैक्ट डिटेल्स about new approaches that are in practice today to conserve our lifelines forests. And homework. Make a trip to wildlife sanctuary or national park to study the plants and animals living there. Try to identify various kinds of plants and trees. Try to find the efforts made by the authorities in protecting them. कैसे उनको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं, अथॉरिटी से भी बात करें, वहाँ जाके देखें कौन कौन से प्लांट्स हैं और enjoy करें. Have fun.